Hare Krishna. Welcome to the morning Chaitanya Caritamrita class. We will read from Adi Leela, volume 1. This is chapter 1. The first verses we will take, the first two verses of Chaitanya Caritamrita. Before that, we can chant prayers glorifying the panca-tattva. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Acharya Jaya Vraja Bihari. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Acharya Jaya Vraja Bihari. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Acharya Jaya Vraja Bihari. Shri Gadadhara Mahaprabhu ki Chaitanya Charitamrita. I just now chanted this prayer. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Whenever we glorify Lord Chaitanya, it is never complete without glorifying all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Gaurangera Sangi Gane Nitya Siddha Kori Mane Shejaye Brajendra Sutapa Shejaye Brajendra Sutapa. So Nityananda Thakur has said that we need to understand that Lord Chaitanya and his associates are equal. In the sense, Lord Chaitanya's associates are very, very dear to Lord Chaitanya. So they are perfect people and we should worship them also. And one who considers them also as very worshipable, Sejaye Brajendra Sutapas, he is qualified to go to Lord Krishna. So therefore, the very first verse, the author Kaviraj Goswami glorifies Lord Chaitanya and his devotees. You can chant this verse after me. This is the very first verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita, like the first verse of Gita, first verse of Bhagavatam. Yes, you have put it on the screen. Very good. Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan Isha Misha Avatarakan Tat Prakasham Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Sanyakam. The translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and the primeval Lord himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So this is how, as devotees in ISKCON, as Lord Chaitanya's devotees, we always begin by offering respects to all the panca-tattva members. You see the first word, one day, worshipping whom? Guru. It's not saying Guru. It's plural. You see? Yeah. Guru and Gurun. Guru means spiritual master. Gurun, na, is added. It means spiritual masters. That means there are many, many devotees who are our spiritual masters. We have Diksha Guru, we have Shiksha Gurus, Path Pradarshak Guru, so many Gurus. So we respect all of them. Vande Gurun. We have to respect all the devotees who have helped us in our spiritual practices. Therefore, in Krishna consciousness, this worshipping and respecting every devotee who is dear to Krishna is an integral part of our culture. We cannot see, in India, many places you will see. The mood is, yes, I am a devotee of Krishna. I and Krishna. We don't want any devotee in between. I and God was. I and Krishna. Sometimes new people come to temple also. They stand in front of the Lord or they sit in front of the Lord like a big yogi. And they are not so comfortable dancing with devotees, holding hands in the kirtan. We are not, many people in India, the culture is Mayavad, impersonalism. They don't want to connect with devotees, be humble in the Sangha. It's not easy. I and God. Don't get devotees in between. Because it's very intoxicating to have only Krishna and me. Because then I get a feeling that I'm very advanced. Because Krishna, Gopijana Vallabh will always smile. Gopijana Vallabh will never pull your ears. If you don't come to temple for many months, Gopijana Vallabh is not going to chastise you. He will still play his flute and he will smile. And you will feel, oh, Krishna is so nice. I can come anytime, I can do any nonsense. He is always smiling. Krishna is so kind. But these devotees, they look at me and they say, Prabhu, what happened? You didn't come so many days. Are you in Maya? We don't like devotees because of that. Because our false ego somewhere is pricked. We don't want our false ego to be touched. It is pus. So when there is pus in the body, I don't know if you have experienced, sometimes there is a pus. If somebody blows air on it, it feels nice. If somebody rubs around it, that also feels nice. Somebody touches it. Ah! So our false ego is that pus. So when we have social interactions, we all are carrying that pus. So when we meet each other, we are just blowing air on it. You are nice, Prabhu. Oh, thank you, thank you. You are also very nice. Social interactions are very good. But when you start becoming a devotee, then you realize that, oh, Hare Krishna devotees are very special. They have bead bag on one hand. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They are chanting, very nice devotees. But in the other hand, they have a big needle. And they come in front of us. And what they do? We have a pus, remember? The false ego pus. What they do to that pus? What will happen if your pus is punctured? Ah, Krishna, pain. So that pus of false ego is punctured. So all devotees are carrying needle and bead bag. That's why it's very painful. Association of devotees sometimes become very painful because the false egos get disturbed. Therefore, right in the beginning, Kaviraj Goswami says, Vande Gurun, please understand, they are all our gurus. Devotees are helping us come closer to Krishna. False ego is getting crushed. Don't underestimate the power of association of devotees. This is Sankirtan movement. Vande Guru, the spiritual masters, and Isha Bhaktan, the devotees of Krishna. Isham, Ishavatarakan. Isham means the Supreme Lord. Ishavatarakan means the incarnations of the Lord. Tat Prakashascha. So basically the manifestations, the expansions. Tat Shakti, the internal potency of the Lord. All of them combined. And Krishna Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one day Guru, the Adi Guru is Nityananda Prabhu. The panca-tattva. So Nityananda Prabhu represents the Adi Guru. Isha Bhaktan, devotees. So Shivasa Thakur is the incarnation of Narad Muni. So he represents the Bhakta, Isha Bhakta concept or the principle. Isham, the Lord, is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ishavatarakan, the incarnation of the Lord, is Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu and Sadashiv. And Tat Prakasha, the expansion of the Lord, is Nityananda Prabhu again. And Tat Shakti is the internal potency of the Lord, that is Gadadhara Pandit. So these are the 5 members. You've seen panca-tattva, Mayapur, they are standing like this. So they are 5, there are many ways of saying it. One is panca-tattva, they are panca-tattvatmakam Krishnam. What is panca-tattvatmakam Krishna? Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Pancha-tattvatmakam Krishnam. So Krishna is the main personality, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So all 5 are one. Krishna, Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam, Bhakta Rupa, Shivasa Thakur. And the internal potency of the Lord is Gadadhara Pandit, Bhakta Shakti. Bhaktavatara is Advaita Acharya. Bhaktakhyam, the expansion, is Nityananda Prabhu. So, therefore, these five are one. So, when we are worshipping the five, we are worshipping one. And within the panca-tattva, see, we chant Hare Krishna, we chant first Jai Sri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu, Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasa Thakur, Bhakta Vrinda. Many of us do it like a ritual, we just finish it off. And we want, because we want to finish 16 rounds. So for us, panca-tattva mantra is like an obstacle. No, but that is the most important mantra because that helps us access the holy name. That gives us a qualification to chant. So don't underestimate. Okay, you may not be able to chant Panchatattva mantra before every round. That is okay. But at least before beginning the japa and after ending the japa, we need to remember Panchatattva. Because it is by their mercy that we get qualification to chant. And these five can be called as five truths, but they also can be called as five friends of the sadhaka. Each member of the Panchatattva represents one aspect of shelter. So if you remember each personality, then we will get shelter of one aspect. Because as devotees, we need, to make spiritual advancement, we need shelter. See, in Bhakti Yoga, unlike other yogas, advancement in other yogas is based on your own endeavor. In Bhakti Yoga, advancement happens when the Lord gives grace. So whenever we are doing anything in Bhakti Yoga, we are doing it in a mood that the Lord will bless me. So the Panchatattva members, all five members, can bless us for one special thing. So when we remember them, if you remember each personality, you will get special blessing. So far you are there with me? Yes. So who is on the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the center? Who is on the far left of Lord Chaitanya? You don't know all of you? Shivasa Thakur. Right? Any confusion? No. Huh? No, I'm talking about Panchatattva. Shivasa Thakur, no. Yeah, sometimes there is Gadadhara Pandit. Sometimes. Actually, in our Mayapur, it is Shivasa Thakur. See, Gadadhara Pandit is on Lord's immediate left. And on immediate right is Nityananda Prabhu. But sometimes, yes, Gadadhara Pandit is also there as on the far left, some altars. But generally, Gadadhara Pandit is immediate left of Lord Chaitanya. But yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it is like that. But ideally, generally, Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda Prabhu, and Gadadhara Pandit. Gaur Gadadhar deities, before Prabhupada introduced in all Gaudiya Math temples, it was Gaur Gadadhar deities, Lord Chaitanya and Gadadhar Pandit. So anyway, the idea is on the far left we have Shivasa Thakur. Shivasa Thakur represents Shuddha Nama Ashraya, which means who is Shivasa Thakur? Narad Muni. So Narad Muni is always chanting the holy name. Narada Muni Bajaye Dina Radhika Name. So if we remember Shivasa Thakur, we will get the qualification to chant purely. Shuddha Nama Ashraya. So whenever we remember Shivasa Thakur, because Shivasa Thakur is always chanting. What is Shivasa Thakur's speciality in chanting? Anybody knows? What he did? Nam Sankirtan, how he did? What he did? Shivasangan, what happened? All night Kirtan. Can you imagine somebody doing whole night Kirtan? Every day. For 1 year he was doing every day, every night. So he is always chanting. So if we get shelter of, if we pray to Shivasa Thakur, we will get Shuddha Nama Ashraya. We will get shelter of pure chanting of holy name. Anybody wants to chant purely, we can remember Shivasa Thakur. Then on Lord Chaitanya's far right, who is on Lord Chaitanya's right side? Advaita Acharya. So Advaita Acharya represents Pancharatrika Vidhi Ashraya. Pancharatrika Vidhi means, we have followed the Pancharatrika system, which is where we worship deities, we follow the rules and regulations. So Advaita Acharya worshipped the Lord Shaligram, and he worshipped. Why he did all this worship? To invite to Lord Chaitanya. He prayed to Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, that please incarnate for Kali Yuga. So because of his intense penance, prayers, Lord appeared. And Advaita Acharya would follow strictly all these rules and regulations. He would do intense everyday disciplined worship. This is all comes under Pancharatrika Vidhi. So we also follow rules and regulations. Yes. What are the rules we follow? We follow the no principle of no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. And what are the other rules we follow? Every day, maximum 16 rounds. Minimum 16 rounds. I'm just testing you. Minimum we chant every day 16 rounds. These are all rules and regulations. So now to follow rules and regulations whole life, we need blessings. So when we remember Advaita Acharya sincerely, because he followed strictly the vows, he took a vow that I will get the Lord on the planet Earth to incarnate. So because of the power of his vow, Lord appeared. So we also have taken vow during initiation. So we will get strength to follow those vows. We will get strength when we have blessings of who? Advaita Acharya. So Shivasa Thakur represents what ashray? Shuddha Nam. And so we'll be able to chant purely. Advaita Acharya represents Pancharatrika Vidhi. Ashray means with Advaita Acharya's blessings, we will be able to follow all the rules and regulations. Then on Lord Chaitanya's immediate left is Gadadhara Pandit, who is very, very close to the Lord. Gadadhara Pandit, who is the incarnation of? Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani is always having most evolved emotions for Krishna. Like Gadadhara Pandit, and from childhood, he was a devotee of Krishna. And he had such beautiful, evolved emotions for Krishna. And he would cry for Krishna. And his soft heart had captivated Lord Chaitanya. So he had a lot of emotions or bhava for Krishna. So when you remember Gadadhar Pandit, we will also start developing emotions for Krishna. Please remember, Hare Krishna movement is not simply a movement where we want you to develop intellectual conviction about Krishna. So Gadadhar Pandit represents Bhava Ashray. With Gadadhar Pandit's mercy, we will develop Bhava, emotions for Krishna. We all want to develop emotions, right? We are not here. See, the Tattva is what? Krishna is Supreme Lord. That is Tattva. But there is something called as Rasa. Rasa means mellow or taste. So in ISKCON, we are not here for simply, see, we are not a movement which wants all of you to believe in Krishna. How many of you believe in God? Raise your hand. So if you go to churches on Sunday Mass, they always want you to believe in Jesus. All of you believe in Jesus? Yes. They all raise their hands. We believe in God. We believe in, that is their goal, to believe in God. Our goal is not to believe in God. We want to have emotions, love for God. We want to have emotions, feelings for God. So Gadadhar Pandit, he has most refined emotions. So when we chant Hare Krishna and we remember Gadadhar Pandit, we will be able to emotionally remember Krishna. Right now, many of us remember Krishna intellectually. Like, we have all the information about Krishna. Krishna was born where? Mathura. Then he went to Vrindavan. At the age of 10, he came to Mathura. Then he went to Sandipani Muni's ashram. Then he studied. He repeated Jarasandha how many times? 17 times. All the information we have. Who are his 8 principal boyfriends? Who are his 8 principal girlfriends? Who is foster mother, foster father? All that. So we have all the information about Krishna. But you can't fall in love with Krishna's biodata. We want to fall in love with Krishna. There has to be emotional remembrance of Krishna. Which means, Krishna, you are so kind. Krishna, you have helped me so much when I was a child. Krishna, you gave me wonderful parents. Thank you, Krishna. So this ability to add emotions in our remembrance of Krishna comes from Gadadhara Pandit. Is this clear? Yes. See, we had one memorial service for one Mataji who died, who passed away. So everybody was glorifying the Mataji. So in the last person to speak about that Mataji was her son. Very beautiful. It was a very big revelation for me. So this son came and he said, my mother was born in the village of Sinhagad. He started first giving biodata information. My mother was born in this village. At the age of 13, she got married. And then at the age of 17, she came to Mumbai with my father. And then they were staying first at Gulewadi, then they were staying here. He was giving information about his mother. Then I was born. Then slowly started becoming emotional. Then we were very poor. My mother used to eat once in 3 days so that we, four of us, and then his watch was getting choked up. Because he was now connecting to the emotions, how his mother was actually taking care of him. So initially he was speaking his mother's biodata. Right? So all of us have intellectual remembrance of Krishna or emotional remembrance of Krishna. Both are needed. See, intellectual remembrance is needed because that way we will have awe and reverence for Krishna. We will believe, we will have faith that Krishna is Lord. But somewhere we have to add that personal aspect of Krishna. How just like this man was remembering his mother, we have to remember how Krishna protected me so many times, how Krishna has given me wonderful gifts, how Krishna has given me such beautiful association, how Krishna has given me the ability to understand. All that will increase and improve our connection with Krishna. And when we pray to Gadadhara Pandit, because he always loved Krishna, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became devotee, first he held Gadadhara Pandit and he said, Gadadhar, you are always a devotee. I never associated with you. I always made fun of you. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cried torrents of tears. Just looking at Gadadhara Pandit, his mood. So he is our Bhava Acharya. So then, on Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's immediate left, who is there? Sorry, right? Right? Yes. Nityananda Prabhu. And what is Nityananda Prabhu giving shelter of? Prema Ashraya. You will fall in love with Krishna if Nityananda Prabhu looks at you. This verse is beautiful. You can repeat after me. Prema Matta Nityananda Kripavatar Uttama Adhama Kichu Na Kare Vichar Prema Matta. Nityananda's speciality is he is mad. Prema Matta is mad with love for Krishna. Prema Matta Nityananda Kripavata is an incarnation of Kripa, mercy. And what is his speciality? Uttama Adhama Kichu. Somebody is very high caste Brahmin or somebody is very fallen. Na kare vichar. It doesn't consider your social status. You cannot say that I'm a very big donor, so I have to get mercy. He doesn't care whether you are big, small, rich, poor, educated, not educated. He is freely distributing love of God. So if we somehow get in touch with Lord Nityananda, then we are safe. And then we have one more personality in the Panchatattva. Who is left? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is representing Sarva Rasa Ashraya. So if we remember Lord Chaitanya, what is Sarva Rasa Ashraya? See, we all have relationship with Krishna. So in that relationship with Krishna, we experience reciprocation and we experience mellow or sweetness. So the sweetness in our relationship with Krishna is experienced by the blessing of Lord Chaitanya, because he is the shelter of all rasas, all mellows. So therefore, we pray to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaurangera Duti Pada Jaradana Sampada Shejana. What is that next line? Gaurangera Duti Pada Jaradana Sampada. What is the next line, you know? You have it on your phone. Shejana Bhakti Rasa. This is the most important thing. So, Shejane Bhakti Rasa Sar, the essence of Bhakti, the Rasa, we can get when we are taking shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. So, this is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarva Rasa Ashray. Gaura Pauna Bhajiya Mainu, Gaura Pauna Bhajiya. प्रेम रतना धना हेलाया हरा अधने यतन करी धन त्यागीनु आपना कर्मा दोषे आपनी डूबी. Nityananda Thakur says that I'm so unfortunate. I had the greatest wealth with me, but I worked hard to become poor. Adhane yatana kari. People work hard to become wealthy. But I am so foolish that I worked hard to become poor. And I gave up this amazing wealth which I had of a relationship with Krishna, which I would have got by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sarva Rasa. See, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, most people, even with all of us, how many of us, before coming to ISKCON, we had an emotional connect. See, many of us didn't have an emotional connect with Krishna. We had an intellectual connect. We knew Krishna is God. We may have gone to Krishna's temple. We may have put our head on the temple board, Dandavat Pranam, all that we did. But after coming to ISKCON, we realized Krishna is sweet. Before coming to ISKCON, we knew Krishna is great. God is great, but God is also sweet. So that sweetness aspect of Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. Holy name is also great. We knew holy name is very great. Even before coming to ISKCON. But after coming to ISKCON, we realized holy name is sweet. So the sweetness aspect of Krishna, Mahaprabhu revealed. So therefore, we will experience sweetness in bhakti. Those who always are merciful recipients of Lord Chaitanya's mercy, despite the plethora of problems they are engulfed in, they will be peaceful because they are experiencing that rasa, sweetness with Krishna. So this is the first verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita, where we learn based on the panca-tattva that how we can take shelter of the 5 members. So when you every day remember panca-tattva, you can know that you are safe because we have 5 friends who are taking care of us in our sadhana bhakti. And Shivasa Thakur represents what? Shuddhanama Ashray. Advaita Acharya, Pancharatrika Vidhi Ashray. Gadadhara Pandit, Bhava Ashray. Nityananda Prabhu, Prema Ashray. And then Sarvarasa Ashray is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The next verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita also we will chant once. Second verse. Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gaudodaya Pushpavanto Chitro Sando Tamo Nado. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and the moon. They are arising simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. This is also a very beautiful verse. See, this is the verse that focuses on 2 amazing personalities, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda. Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya, then Nityananda also. And who are they both? Saha Uditav. Both are arising simultaneously. And they are both rising simultaneously is like Gaudodaya Pushpavanto. It is like sun and moon rising simultaneously. Have you ever seen sun and moon coming together? Who is sun represented by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and moon refers to Nityananda Prabhu. What does sun do? Sun removes darkness, gives light. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you remember, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's blessing is there, what will happen? All ignorance will go away. Ignorance is compared to darkness. That's why you will see in ISKCON. Have you seen small children? They know everything. Yesterday in the class, I was seeing Pavni was chanting verses. In ISKCON, you will see small children, they know everything. They can give answers to all difficult questions. Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande. Please chant. Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande. Balopi Yadanugrahat. Tare Nana Matagraha. Vyaptam Siddhanta Sagaram. Kaviraj Goswami, what a poetic way it glorifies. He says, look at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's blessing. Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande. I worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because when he gives mercy to a child also, Balopi, Bala means child, Balopi Yad Anugrahat. Agar bacche par bhi anugrah kiya, what will happen? Tare Nana Matagraha. The child becomes an expert swimmer. And where does he swim? Vyaptam Siddhanta Sagaram. There is an ocean of philosophical speculation. India is a spiritual supermarket. There are many gurus, many philosophies. So, in that huge ocean of spiritual, philosophical supermarkets, spiritual truths, a child can expertly swim across that ocean. And this ocean contains what? Tarenana Matagraha, unlimited crocodiles. So, this ocean has unlimited crocodiles. And a child can easily and safely swim across this ocean and reach the other shore of Krishna. What a poetic way of saying that Lord Chaitanya's mercy, all confusion will go away and we'll get clarity of thought. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's speciality. So, this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. Shri Shri Nitai Patit Pavan Gaur Hari. So, when you have Gaur Nitai, so Lord Chaitanya, both of them are standing like this, right? When I first came to ISKCON, I didn't know who they were. I knew Krishna, Radha Krishna, I knew Gopalji in our temple, Jagannath Baldev also we knew. But Gaur Nitai, how many of you knew Gaur Nitai before coming to ISKCON? Nobody is raising their hand. In fact, when I came to temple, we have big deities, Gaur Nitai. The first thought came to me was, I was from India. In India, we play cricket. So I thought two umpires are standing. They are saying six. Umpire kya kar rahe idhar? And somebody told me they are Krishna Balram. So this is interesting. See, actually, before Prabhupada, in Gaudiya Math, they used to have Gaur Gadadhar deities. Gadadhara Pandit and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Srila Prabhupada introduced Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu because he said they are the best combination, knowledge and sun and moon wala combination. So sun represents your knowledge, removes all ignorance. You come to ISKCON, children become so smart. They know all the answers to all questions. I've seen. That's why, our, this Maharaj, very funny Maharaj. What is his name? Suddenly I'm forgetting. He was a Grihastha, then he became Manaprastha. In every class, he says many jokes. No. He's very funny. He's Prabhupada disciple. Suddenly I'm going blank here. Anyway, it's very, very nice Maharaj. He was Vanaprastha. Recently, he took some years ago. So he was saying how he became devotee. So he was a college student. So he used to come to ISKCON temple in, I think, Dallas or somewhere. Badri Narayan Maharaj. Badri Narayan Maharaj. Amazing. He's so funny. He says he was a young college student. So these ISKCON temples, they used to give free prasad. So, I think every temple has that. And he was a college student. He wanted to save money. So he said, every day afternoon I'll go there. I'll eat prasad. I'll eat lunch. So my food problem is solved. But what used to happen after the food, when they're going out, the ISKCON devotees, the children, one of the child would be standing at the gate with the big donation box and smiling, asking people to give donation. Not soliciting, but standing there. So everybody would take food. When they're going out, it is expected that if you're a cultured gentleman, you will give some donation. That was the idea. But Badrinarayan Maharaj says, I was very smart. I thought I wanted to save money. But if I don't give donation, it will be very impolite. So what I would do, I would keep some small change, some few pence, small change, and just before going, I would just put it on the box so that it appears I'm giving something. But sometimes when I would take out, sometimes note would also come. So then I had to put the note aside and put the coin. So what I did, Maharaj is saying, before coming for lunch, I would take out all the money and keep all the note in one pocket and keep the coins in the right pocket. So that when at the last moment when I'm leaving, I don't have to be clumsy. I don't have to create attention. So I can quietly put my hand in the right pocket. Left pocket has bills, notes. That I will not give Ramesh. I will give coin, 2, 3 coins I will put and I will go. There's nothing. That we give to beggars also. So not a problem. So he thought like that. So he was eating prasad. Now so he wanted to, we have now like make the best bargain, get the best bargain. It's gone free food. Then he was going out, the child was standing for donation. So very confidently, this Prabhuji put his money in the pocket, took out few coins, and he was putting it in the box. And this child immediately said, Prabhuji, Krishna is not looking at this pocket, he's looking at the other pocket. So when this child said that, he said, this is 5-year-old boy is so smart. These people are very intelligent people. I should associate with them more. So he got inspired to associate with ISKCON when he saw that even children are so smart in ISKCON. So that is powerful of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. So ignorance, confusion goes away. This is Mahaprabhu's amazing mercy. Srila Prabhupada, he gives one example. I'm hearing 1974 lectures of Prabhupada, Bombay, November, December, Jan. Amazing classes. So there, in one of the classes, Prabhupada says that in this world, people have lot of money in America. So his lecture is in Bombay. So he's talking about America. He's come from America. So he's saying America people have lot of money, but they are very miserable. So he's trying to inspire the Indians. Then he says, it is like you have lot of light, tube light, bulb, everything is there. But if sun is not there, you will be miserable. Very profound point. When I heard that, it hit me so hard. So then I realized, then I did some research. I came to know that in Europe and many places, not many places in America, but Europe, everywhere, 48 to 55% of the population, they suffer from a disease called SAD, SAD, seasonal affective disorder. This is a disease caused by absence of sun. But all these countries, they have light. They have floodlight. They play football whole night. Their houses have light. Light is there, but there is something only sunlight can give. So then Prabhupada says, similarly, people having lot of money, house, all of that is like having light. But having Krishna is like sun. This is what Prabhupada said. So ultimately we need Krishna, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will give that. So this is Mahaprabhu, sun. And what is Nityananda Prabhu representing? Moon. Nityananda Prabhu is the moon. Nitai pada kamala koti chandra shushitala jechai jagat jurai jechai jagat jurai. Koti chandra. See, one full moon rises. When you see the full moon, you feel soothing, right? There are so many old Bollywood songs glorifying the full moon. Full moon is considered very soothing. So imagine 1 crore, Koti Chandra Shushitala, 1 crore full moons. What will happen? You feel cool. So it is said, Lord Nityananda, if you meditate on Lord Nityananda's lotus feet, we will feel that peace and the coolness of 1 crore full moons. So practical Krishna consciousness is. You just have to remember Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu will give us Nitai Gunamani Amar, Nitai Gunamani. Aniya Premera Vanya Vasai Lo. Just remember Lord Nityananda Prabhu, lotus feet, you will feel lot of peace and love. So this is amazing. You know, I was hearing Srila Prabhupada's lecture, this Cross Maidan Pandal program. So Prabhupada tells the story of Jagai Madai. I found it so funny. Prabhupada says, so there were two gundas, Jagai and Madai. So then Prabhupada tells the whole story. So now this is you have to understand the context. This is 1971 Cross Maidan lecture. Prabhupada has come from America with all these American boys and girls. And Indians are fascinated to see Westerners chanting and dancing. So then Prabhupada makes them stand on the stage and he dances. They dance. Hare Krishna. Then Prabhupada says, then after the class, Prabhupada says, Nityananda Prabhu delivered one Jagai and Madai. But by Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, today we are delivering wholesale Jagais and Madais. It was so funny. Prabhupada calls all of us as wholesale Jagais. So Prabhupada always said, this is Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. And I remember once, we were all young brahmacharis, just joined the ashram. So Devamrit Maharaj had come to give temple Bhagavatam class. So after the class, one brahmachari asked a question. Maharaj, there is a lot of lust in the heart. How can lust go away? How can we overcome this anartha? So Devamrit Maharaj said, whenever you are attacked by lust, just close your eyes, remember Lord Nityananda's lotus feet, and then loudly, with all your strength, scream out, Nityananda! Nityananda! So when Maharaj was saying this, I was thinking, what if we are traveling in the train or bus and we see some poster which is very horrible, and then lusty desires come, and if I shout Nityananda, then everybody will get bewildered. I thought like that. And Maharaj, as if anticipating that this is the doubt we may have, Maharaj said, looked at all of us and said, raise your hands. We all raised our hands. And Maharaj said, scream very loudly at the top of your lungs should tear, and say loudly, Nityananda! Nityananda! And then Maharaj said, scream so loud that your lungs should tear, but your lips should not move. Then I understood, this can be practiced even in the train, even in the bus, even in the plane. Once I was going to Turkey, Istanbul with Radha Gopinath Prabhu. He was next to me, and it was midnight, 2 o'clock morning flight. We were both sleepy, tired, and we sat on the flight, and we were both in pant shirt because it was, we were going to an Islamic country. We wanted to not take chances. So Gopinath, and then this air hostess, she came, very beautiful lady. She just came, and we were both exhausted. Suddenly came and she just woke us up. But gentlemen, would you like scotch, rum, whiskey, or brandy? We both got up, looked at her. We were both sleepy. We said, Mataji, Hare Krishna. No, we don't need. She said, something, please take something. She was like very, motherly, loving. Nahi chahiye, Baba, go, So she went, we drove her away. So after she went, I looked at Gopinath Prabhu. Gopinath Prabhu looked at me and he said, आई एक सुंदरी हाथ में लेकर शराब. This spontaneously said this. आई एक सुंदरी हाथ में लेकर शराब, ये चेहरे की मुस्कान है माया का नकाब. So this beautiful woman has come with a glass of wine, but this smile is actually Maya. But then we laughed and then we went off to sleep. But the point is, in this material world, Maya, illusion is everywhere. For men, it could be women. For women, it could be something else. Everybody has their weakness. Everybody has something which will catch them. So, Nityananda Prabhu is the hope. When we shout Nitai or Nityananda, and others should not get bewildered, just keep your lips closed. and remember Lord Nityananda's lotus feet. So this is actually unbelievable. Can you imagine? We have devotees in ISKCON. We are all from not a very holy background. Many uncharitable comments can be made about us. We are all made in Mumbai products, and still we are practicing bhakti for so many years. Devotees are practicing in ISKCON. It is not because of their strength. It is because of Nityananda Prabhu's kripa, Nityananda Prabhu's causeless mercy. That's why when Srila Prabhupada, he went to Atlanta, I think, where he saw Gaur-Nitai deities. There's an arrival address, 3-minute address. Prabhupada begins the class by saying, so Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are here. They are most merciful. Parama Karuna, Pahuduidana, Nitai, Gaur. And then Prabhupada starts crying. And then he stops the class. Just like, Akrura came to Vrindavan. Akrura was remembering Krishna the entire journey to Vrindavan. Akrura came into Vrindavan, whole journey of remembering Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. But when he entered Vrindavan, he saw Krishna's footprints. Then he started crying and fell on the ground. Similarly, Prabhupada was always remembering Gaur-Nitai. But when he saw Gaur-Nitai deities, it was like seeing Krishna's footprints. He just couldn't hold his emotions. He would cry. Because they are so merciful. So in ISKCON, we have Gaur-Nitai everywhere. Right? Every ISKCON temple, we have Gaur-Nitai who are giving protection to children, to grown-up people, everyone. So let us take shelter of Parama Karuna, Paviduvijana, Nithai Gaur Chandra. They are the essence of all incarnations. So to summarize what we discussed today we took how many verses from Chaitanya Caritamrita? 2 verses. Like this, imagine we have a class on every verse of Chaitanya Caritamrita. So there is so much nectar in Gaur Lila. So in this first 2 verses, what did we study today? Who are our best 5 friends? 5 best friends? Panca-tattva. And each member of the panca-tattva gives us shelter. So who gives what shelter? Match the following. Shivasa Thakur, Shuddhanam Ashray. Bhava Ashray, Gadadhara Pandit. Advaita Acharya, Panca-tattva Vidyashray. Nityananda Prabhu, Prema Ashray. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarva Rasa Ashray. And we discussed in detail what each ashraya represents. How does it practically mean for our chanting? That is panca-tattva. Then Nityananda Prabhu and Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the second verse glorifies them as sun and moon. So Lord Chaitanya is sun and Lord Nityananda is moon. What does sun do? Remove darkness. What Lord Chaitanya does? Removes all confusion and philosophical doubts. And what does Nityananda Prabhu do? He gives us love. Once again, we'll chant this verse. Prema Matta Nityananda Kripavata Uttama Adhama Pishu Nakare Vichar. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any comments or questions regarding today's class? Yes, bro. Pancha-ratrika Vidhi. I don't know. I don't know. If somebody knows, can answer. I don't know why it is called Pancha-ratrika Vidhi. Is rules and regulations. Prabhupada said Bhagavad Vidhi and Pancha-ratrika Vidhi. So Bhagavad Vidhi is hearing and chanting. Pancha-ratrika, right. Now it comes from Narad Muni gave originally the Narada Pancha. What is that? There is a Pancha something. But why exactly the Pancha point, I don't know. That I don't know. But it is derived from Pancharatrika. Yeah, see the Arti, the ceremony which we do, Arati. That Arati word is derived from Rati. Rat is the night element. Arati means that which removes night or darkness. So when we perform Arati ritual, morning 5, we offer incense. We offer the 5 elements. It is to remove darkness. It is to remove ignorance. It is to bring light. So why Pancha is there, I don't know. But Pancha-ratrika is Ratri represents here the ignorance part. So the rituals that helps us remove the darkness. The rituals that help us connect to Krishna. That is Pancha-ratrika Vidhi. But why the word Pancha, I don't know. Maybe it has got to do with 5 we offer 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Through incense, we offer earth. Through lamp, we offer fire. Through arghya, we offer water. Through conch shell blowing, we offer air. And through shamar seva, we offer ether, like that. So we offer the pancha elements, maybe. I don't want to speculate, but I don't know the reason why the pancha word is there. But Ratri represents Arti part, which is removing the darkness. So these rules and regulations are called Pancharatri Kaviti, what we follow.
So the difference is Arti or is there means negating that.
Yeah.
You run the Ratrika.
Pancharatrika. See, the I is there, it's silent. Something like that. Yeah. Don't catch me on technical, I don't know.
So I heard when I was young, the Achman, like what we call container, it's called pancha-patra. Somebody like that. I don't know if it.
Yeah, something is there. I don't want to speculate anymore. Somebody knows, they can answer. Anything else? Yes, Mataji. Akrura, yes.
That he was meditating on the Lord and then he saw the footsteps. So he was the association of Ravan, yet he was able to have
Kamsa.
Kamsa was able to have that man. But then in the pastime of the Shamatakramani, he misunderstands the Lord and he is like, how can we reconcile the same part of Akrura?
See, these questions are very important for philosophy. For pastimes, you can't ask questions. Pastimes means pastimes. Pastime means no question. You can't. It's a pastime of the Lord. Pastime, I don't have answer to any question. Philosophy also I don't have answer, but pastimes, how can you answer? It's Krishna's arrangement. It's a pastime arranged for us to know the power of gossip, politics, and all that. Samantaka Mani is a very sobering pastime. That even Krishna was not spared of gossip. Yeah. Even Krishna was criticized. So exactly why Akrura did that. Some people say it is because he offended the gopis when he took Krishna and Balram away from Vrindavan. The gopis are very sad. So he ended up doing this mistake because he gave pain to the gopis, like that our acharyas give purport. Because when Krishna and Balram were leaving Vrindavan, Vrindavan was plunged into gloom. Of course, it is spiritual ecstasy. It is a greater joy to feel separation from Krishna. So when Akrura was taking Krishna Balaram, all the gopis, till then nobody knew that they love Krishna because they were keeping it secret. But now they realized that Krishna is going to go away. So they started praying whole night. Oh Krishna, oh God, oh Providence, please let there be an earthquake, let there be a cyclone. Prevent Krishna and Balaram from going away from Vrindavan. But then still the time came and Akrura was going. They all came in front of the chariot of Akrura and they stopped the horses and they lay down in front. Let everybody know that we love Krishna, but we can't let Krishna and Balaram leave Vrindavan. And Akrura, they became so angry with Akrura. They said, you are Krura, not Akrura. You are cruel. Evam Bruvanam Virahaturādrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Vishikta Manasa Visrijya Lajjam Rururusma Susmaran Govinda Damodara Madhavepi Evam Bruvanam Virahaturādrisham. The gopis started feeling intense viraha, separation from Krishna. Vrajastriya Krishna Vishikta Manasa. The gopis, their mind was focused on Krishna completely. And when because Krishna was leaving, Visrijya Lajjam, they gave up their lajja, they gave up their shyness, because so far their shyness was preventing them from publicly declaring that they love Krishna. But they said, now let our shyness go to hell, but we can't let Krishna go. Visrijya Lajjam Rururusma Susmaran. They started loudly crying. What did they cry? Govinda Damodara Madhavepi. 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 So they were constantly saying, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, don't leave, don't. So Akrura caused this. Of course, this is ecstasy. To cry for Krishna is the goal of life. But because there are people who ask a lot of technical questions, so acharyas have given us satisfactory answers that okay, he made them sad, so they are high lag gaya usko. They are it an offense, so that's why he ended up committing this aparad, this mistake like that. Yes, Hare Krishna. Okay, whatever, whoever take a call. Yes.
Prabhuji, the Bhava Acharya,
Ashraya.
Ashraya, and then Prema Bhakti. So Bhava Ashraya, that emotionally connected is also very important,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Then how to Gadadhara Pandit and Nityananda Prabhu, how can I remember Gadadhara Pandit? Then how can I differentiate?
I don't know. Both are there. Hari Bol. Yes. Prabhuji will be saying.
Hare Krishna Prabhu is
Before you ask your question, Mataji, there are, see these questions now. There is like when sometimes we say Gangara parasha hoye pe paschata pavan darshana pavitra karo ye to margun. Oh Vaishnava, you are more merciful than holy Ganga. Seeing you once we get purified, but in Ganga we have to take bath. So here it appears as if you are glorifying a devotee as better than Mother Ganga. So like, how can we do that? How can we compare? That's an offense. No, here Ganga is being glorified. So when Ganga is being glorified, no, devotee is being glorified. So then even Mother Ganga is considered insignificant. That doesn't mean, see, we are binary operators. 1, 0, black, white. We are not able to have both truths. Yeah, Dham also. When we go to Mayapur, we say Mayapur is the most important place in the creation. Then we go to Vrindavan, we say Vrindavan is the most important place. So even His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj had taken us to Yatra to Kurukshetra once. So in first class he began by saying, we have come to the most important place in creation. This is the most important of all holy places. So then one Grahastha Rohinandan Prabhu raised his hand. He said, Maharaj, you said this same thing when we were in Vrindavan last year. So now you are saying Kurukshetra is most important. Which is actually most important? Then Maharaj smiled. Maharaj said, when you are in Vrindavan, Vrindavan is the most important. When you are in Kurukshetra, Kurukshetra is the most important place. So when you are remembering Gadadhara Pandit, Bhava Ashraya, he gives emotions, connection, emotional feelings to Krishna. And when you are remembering Nityananda Prabhu, he gives us love. Now you start analyzing which is, then your head is getting activated. Here you have to switch on not the head button, the heart button. The heart is different, the head is different. Head wants answers, heart wants love. So when we talk about Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Caritamrita, these scriptures, the heart has to be on. You should know, you should have the intelligence to know when not to use the intelligence. So your question is sincere, it is very sweet. This is generally we ask like this. But after so many years, I realized that every question will not get answers. It has to be relished. Rasa, the Mahaprabhu's Gaur Leela is all about rasa. So in Rasa Tattva, you can't get all these analytical questions. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did like this? Pastime. Like two friends are talking, they're laughing, they're beating each other on the back. They do not ask a question. Why did he beat him first on the back, right side? Why did he beat him on the left? it's all pastime. They are having spontaneous exchanges. Why you said like that? Why you said the first sentence like this? Then after that he spoke like this. They don't know what they're speaking. They are in ecstasy. So our acharyas have given Gadadhara Pandit is Bhava Ashraya, Nityananda Prabhu is Prema Ashraya, and we for both we say Haribol. Okay, Mataji? Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yes.
Thank you so much. I was hesitant whether you can say anything, but the question about Narada Pancharatras, there the word Ratras, just if you are with your permission, I'll just say.
Please.
The word Ratras refers to sections there. So because that book Narada Pancharatra has 5 sections dealing with, and each section has a number of chapters. chapters.
Beautiful.
And it deals with 5 subject matters, which is one is about the knowledge of the absolute truth, and then the knowledge of the mystic Buddha, and then it deals with the knowledge of devotional service, and then things to do in the mode of what to be done for people in the mode of ignorance, and then one more subject matter which I forget. So that is why it is called
Pancha-ratra.
It is not about Ratri or night.
Correct.
It's about
5 sections.
Of absolute.
Good. That's why. So Narada Pancha-ratra refers to Narad Muni giving us the Ratra refers to sections, 5 sections. Pancha-ratra means 5 sections. So Narada Pancha-ratra is a book given by Narad Muni which has 5 sections.
It was actually compiled by sage Vedavyasa.
Vedavyasa.
And it is spoken by Lord Shiva to Narada.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And these 5 sections are yoga, mystic yoga,
First is knowledge of the
knowledge,
Then
yoga,
then there is
devotional service.
And then the 5th one is activities for those who are more ignorance. The 4th one I forgot.
No, it's no problem. But it's beautiful. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Anything else? Anybody? There is a question here somewhere. Okay. Okay, we'll stop. Anybody? Any other questions, comments? No. Okay. Thank you very much. Very, very grateful to all of you at Farmington Hills. All of you are wonderful devotees. Please continue your devotional service. Come together, take part in Sankirtan, and be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.